He must not be running Protect. I don't know, like, he just straight up one-shots him. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't think that was going to get the KO. Not even, but look at the TERAPAGOS just sweeps. This is what you call a TERAPAGOS sweep, y'all. What's up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G VGC. TERAPAGOS is a brand new legendary that we actually got with Scarlet and Violet, and it's actually the first restricted format that it's actually going to be a part of. So it's one of the few new legendaries alongside like Miraidon and Koraidon and that type of thing. So I think this thing has a lot of potential, and I'm really interested to use it. That's why we got a team showcasing it today. It's a team by J-Nautic and L. So if you guys want to use this team, rental put up in the corners. There should be a pokepaste down in the description, probably towards the bottom of the description somewhere. If you guys want to use this team, I'm gonna kind of get into this, break this team down for you guys. We're gonna try it out on the ladder. So we got the TERAPAGOS on here. This is actually a really cool mon because it actually, the one thing that makes it really cool is that with Stellar Terra, you're able to hit everything for neutral damage, which I think is really cool. And plus, you also have a really cool ability with Terra Shift, which I think actually gets rid of weather. I think it's weather, terrain, and I think it also allows you to say take like a super or like a non-effective hit no matter what it is at full health, which I think is kind of cool. So you kind of get a free turn of setup, kind of most times, so long as your opponent just doesn't double into you, but like you get a kind of a free turn of setup most of the time. This team is kind of meant to maximize your potential to try to set up with the TERAPAGOS. You got a pretty supportive team here that for that type of thing. You also have a few checks to like some of the really good stuff like Calyrex and a few other things on this team. So you got the leftovers Calm Mind, which I think is kind of cool. You also have Earth Power, that way you don't get walled by Wide Guard, and you also have another way to hit Steel types, otherwise kind of wall you. And it's mainly for coverage. Stuff for like Miraidon and a few other things I probably just want more damage into. You got the Mimikyu here with the Mental Herb with the guaranteed Trick Room. So you're able to kind of set up the Trick Room behind the disguise. Pretty much guaranteed. You can't be faked out and that type of thing. You got the Will-O-Wisp for support to kind of burn any physical attackers. I'm assuming stuff like Urshifu could be kind of a problem if you don't burn them, that type of thing for this team. So kind of interesting to see Mimikyu. I haven't seen Mimikyu on a team in a while, and it's a mon I think has some potential. We're going to see how it does in Restricted. We got the Rocky Helmet Amoonguss, more of a really standard set with the Terra Dark, so you can't be Prankster Taunted. Overall, you're just going to be putting shit to sleep and then going for Rage Powder. Then whenever you need health, you're going to Pollen Puff the TERAPAGOS or whatever you have on your team that needs help. Got the Frigoraph with the Armor Tail to try to prevent the priority. Safety Goggles for opposing Amoonguss or any type of, I don't know, stuff like spam, like Rage Powder, that type of thing, kind of dodges with the Safety Goggles. It's overall standard, more supportive set with a Trick Room Helping Hand, just really supportive. We also got the Rakwanid. This is the main thing on this team that has the Wide Guard. So it's going to be one of your checks to like... It does decent damage into Incineroar with the Clear Amulet, so it's also a decent check to like opposing Incineroar. And then you also have the Wide Guard to prevent like spread moves, which are all really common currently on like some of the main like common like top tier mons currently. Then you got the standard Incineroar with a Fake Out Parting Shot with a Terra Ghost, Citrus Berry. I'm not going to really talk about it very much because it's pretty much the same Incineroar you see on like every single team. So there's a reason why everybody uses like the same like one or two sets, because Incineroar is just that fucking crazy good with those two sets. And there's no reason to really run much else because it just does its job so well. So like I said, if you guys want to use this team, rental code up in the corner, paste down below. We're going to see how this does. I got a bunch more other Regulation G stuff on the way as well. I got 2 of my teams on the way. I don't know when you guys are recording this. I may have already actually threw up one of my own teams if you guys want to use that. We got the Regulation G going live on the in-game ladder at the end of April. So if you guys want some really solid teams, I'm going to try to put out at least like 2 or 3 before the ladder drops, so you guys can use some stuff. At least my team's on the ladder, or any of these teams I do featured in these showcases. So apart from that, let's hop into some games. Alright, we're here with a game. My opponent's running the Tornadus, Zacian Sword, it looks like. Fluttermane, Urshifu, Iron Valiant, which I'm assuming is just there to spam Wide Guard. I'm assuming that's why it's there. And then, Incineroar. So, what do I bring here? I bring Incineroar 100%. I see a Zacian, I bring Incineroar. What else do I want to bring here? TERAPAGOS ain't too bad here, I guess. It ain't too bad. I want to see what the EV spread on this is. It's more of a really bulky EV spread. Not much defense though, so that's why you need the Incineroar Intimidate. I could lead Frigoraph too. Frigoraph ain't too bad. I just don't know what it really does though. Like that's kind of the problem. His team is a lot faster too. His team's really fast, so if I can get a Trick Room up here, I think that's ideal. Kind of what I want to really do here. I think I bring Frigoraph, and then I'm gonna bring the TERAPAGOS in the back. What else do I want to bring? Amoonguss ain't too bad either. Mainly because it has Rocky Helmet, and the Zacian doesn't really have much coverage for Amoonguss. I think I'll bring the Amoonguss in the back. This match is going to be really reliant on me setting up with the TERAPAGOS, though, to kind of win, because otherwise I really don't have no offense at all. It's kind of the problem with this squad I'm bringing. If you guys like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video, it really helps me out. Appreciate all your guys' support on the recent uploads as well with Regulation G. The daily uploads I've been bringing you guys. Been working my ass off to do so, and I'm glad you guys really like the stuff I've been putting out for you guys. So he leads with this. I get the Intimidate, so now he's back at neutral health. His booster energy. Well, let me get speed. There's the speed. Iron Valiant's kind of a weird mon too, because like you don't know if it's special or physical, and there's a lot of even like support Iron Valiants going around right now as well, so you don't know which one it actually is. I have Fake Out here, which I think I'm going to go for. I just don't know what the Iron Valiant really even does to me at all. I'm going to go for it on the Iron Valiant here. And then I'm going to try to set up Trick Room. Actually, what I'm going to do here is, I think the Zacian's more of a threat. I think the Zacian has more of a chance to 1-hit KO the Frigoraph. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fake out the Zacian instead. I don't think the Valiant can one-shot the Frigoraph, unless it has, like, knockoff maybe, but I'm going to Trick Room here. I guess if he's Terra. If he's Terra, maybe. What are you, Terra? Stellar? Stellar Terra? Yeah, there's Stellar Terra. That's the most common one, so. I've also seen Terra Water, and I've seen Terra Steel. Just don't be Covert Cloak, though. If he's Covert Cloak, that's going to be a problem. He's not, thankfully. He also has Trick Room. Is that planned? Like, is that planned so I waste my turn going Trick Room so I just keep flopping the dimensions around? Was that actually planned or not? I'm assuming it probably was. I'm going to Parting Shot here. I'm going to Parting Shot, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... I could go Helping Hand, but I'm going to Psychic for damage. He has Coaching, okay. So I'm going to get one-shotted here is what he's telling me. I'm dead. I'm dead. I don't think I take out +1 Behemoth Blade. Yeah, I just get fucking one-tapped by that. Okay. Okay, well, here's plan number 2. I go into TERAPAGOS right now. I go for Terra, and then hopefully I live a Terra-boosted close combat, and then I one-shot him back with Terra Starstorm. Because now he's back at neutral health again, or neutral attack. I guess I can go to the Amoonguss as well, but... Like, then I'm going to... I guess that's kind of what I do here. I'm going to go into the Amoonguss, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into the Incineroar again. Get another Intimidate on him. So now he's at -1, and I get a Fake Out on here as well. I need to put this thing to sleep. That's kind of what I need to do. I don't even know... If he's running Coaching Trick Room, so... He might not be running Psychic coverage on the Iron Valiant, so I can kind of just stay in here and do whatever I want. I'm assuming he's more of a supportive variant, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to Fake Out, and I'm going to Spore the Zacian. Oh, he has Protect. Oh, that's great. That's great. So he's running Behemoth Blade, Protect. I'm assuming probably Play Rough, and then Close Combat. That's usually what most of them have been running. Just a little spoiler, I don't know when you guys are going to be seeing this video, it might already even be out, but I have my own team that I'm actually making around Zacian Sword, so the mon you guys see on the opponent's team, that's the mon I have a team that I currently have pretty much almost done right now, so he just goes for Coaching again. I'm going to go for Spore, that's what I'm going to have to do. I think he just goes for Close Combat on this turn. That's what he does here. I'm going to try to Parting Shot out again. I think the real problem with this team that I've been having so far is like this team's really passive and it really relies on setup, and that's the problem I'm having. I'm getting really fucking rolled by like these teams that just set up really fast or do a fuck ton of damage. He actually lived that, actually. Surprising. So I'm gonna get a spore on him here. That's good. Didn't think I was gonna live. So I'm gonna go into the TERAPAGOS now. He should be being put to sleep here, and he is. He's not safety goggles either, so that's good. I guess it technically can't be safety goggles because I forgot that you have to hold the rusted sword, so I don't even know why I'm saying what item he has. I forgot that you're forced to run rusted sword with that one. I don't even know why. I thought he was... I think I said some other item earlier too, but you can't hold an item apart from the rusted sword. So what I do here is I'm gonna Rage Powder here. I don't even know what the Valiant even does here, but I'm gonna Rage Powder. I'm gonna go Stellar Terra, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna start Stellar Tarstorm. I need the Zacian Hunt. I'm just gonna start going for damage. It should do a solid amount of damage because it's super effective. I just don't want him to wake up to it. If I could go for a Calm Mind, I would, but like I'm risking sleep turns. If he gets really good sleep luck, he can wake up and just one-shot me with like close combat here. I'm better off just trying to go for damage, I think. He has Moon Blast that doesn't even kill me, so that's good. Stays asleep, so we at least get one sleep turn. See how much this actually does. Doesn't do enough to KO him, but it's a 2-hit KO on both of his mons, so I just go for Rage Powder here again, and I just go Terra Starstorm again. He could switch. I'm assuming what he has in the back is probably his own Incineroar. I don't know what other mon he probably brought, but probably if he has Urshifu, that's also really bad for me. He has Wide... Oh, I forgot about Wide. I forgot about Wide Guard. I forgot about it. I'm hoping he stays asleep here again, though. If he stays asleep on this turn, like it doesn't really matter that much. Oh, he's gonna wake up. Well, that's no good. He's taking Rocky Helmet, though. That's the only good thing. The crit doesn't matter. That's why I have Earth Power. I should have predicted that, too. I forgot the reason why people run Iron Valiant now is just mainly for Wide Guard. Then it also gets a really good, like, supportive move pool, and it also is really fast with Booster. You outspeed a lot of stuff. And like it's typing, at least offensively, it's also really good. So if you want to run like hybrid, like support with offense, you can also do that. You're able to run it so many ways. That's why it's kind of seen a resurgence, at least with the Regulation G so far. I get another Intimidate off on him. I think what he does here is he just goes for Protect, which I think he's probably going to do here. And then what I'm going to do here, do I even want to go for Protect here? I don't know. Like he's intimidated again. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Fake Out onto the Valiant this turn. He could be Covert Cloak, or actually he's not Covert Cloak because he has Booster, so that's what I'm going to do here. He might have Protect, I'm not sure. I'm assuming he doesn't, though. I'm going to Terra Starstorm here again. Goes for Protect. If I was smart, I would have went for Calm Mind. But, like, I want the KO here. I want to start KOing some stuff because I'm kind of behind in this match already. I really don't want to have to deal with Wide Guard. That's kind of the main problem. We're down, but we ain't out. Still maybe bring this back. So my Citrus Berry on the Incineroar, so I'm full health on the TERAPAGOS, so we ain't doing too bad. Depends on his last two mods. If he has Urshifu, that's going to be a problem. He has his own Incineroar, that's fine, I don't care. Like, he can fake me out here, which is the only problem. I'm going to Flare Blitz, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for Terra Starstorm again. Fakes me out. I will play rough, you can kill me. Doesn't even do that much damage. I thought that would do way more, but I forgot he gets intimidated to death. So. I get the free kill on the Zacian here, that's great. Get rid of this thing. So we're back in it. We're back in the game. It comes down to if his last mon is Urshifu. I think if his last mon is Urshifu, I think he wins still. If it's not, though, if it's something else, we might have a chance to win. Oh, it is Urshifu, so I think he still might win. That's unfortunate, actually, because like the Incineroar doesn't do anything here. The Incineroar is garbage now. I just don't do anything. I mean, I can have Parting Shot to try to lower his attack stats, but that's about all I really do. And then I think I just go for... I could go for Terra Starstorm. I really want to set up here, too, but like I don't have enough health to really set up. I think if he just goes for close combat, he just destroys me here. I'm kind of fucked. I think I lose because of Urshifu. That sucks. It's real shitty when you play really well and then your opponent just brings out one mon that you just can't have them bring, and like that's the one thing that they have. Anything else that he would have brought, I would have won this fucking match. I played that fucking well, and it's real sad. The one mon I do not want him to have, he brings. I don't win this at all. There's no way I win. I'm just gonna surrender. There's no way I win this. I don't do anything to both of these mons. Like I legit don't do nothing, and now I have no Citrus Berry either. Like there's no way I win. I'm gonna surrender. There's no way I win this one. That's real sad. It's real sad. Because I think if he would have had anything else there, I would have won. If he anything apart from the Urshifu, I was on my way to win the game. God, I fucking hate. Man, do I fucking hate just playing out of my ass. Just playing perfectly. And just with one mon on the enemy team, him having that one mon, I just get fucking automatically lose. That is so fucking bad. Hopefully we can bring it back in the next match, though. Right, we played really, really well. I just ended up having Urshifu, which was the only thing we were bad into. But hopefully we bring it back in this next match. Alright, we're here with another game. My opponent has a Lugia Regulation G team. Lugia, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Entei, Sinistcha, and Scissor, which is really cool. So I think Scissor actually gets Wide Guard. I come to think of it, that's probably why it's there. So that's kind of a problem. What do I bring here? He has Lugia, so like he's probably gonna bring the Lugia if I were to guess. I gotta bring something for Urshifu. That's kind of the main thing I need to bring. I'm gonna bring TERAPAGOS here. It's good into his team. TERAPAGOS is good. Frigoraph also ain't too bad here. Like the only problem though is like if he brings Scissor and if he actually like has bug moves, then it just is destroyed. So, or if he's like Urshifu Dark, which I can't tell if that's Dark or Water. I'm assuming it's Water because he has a Fire and a Grass mon on his team. I'll bring the Frigoraph here. I'll bring the Incineroar in the back. I don't know. I could bring a Mimikyu as well. It ain't too bad here. I think I'm gonna bring the Araquanid though. I think Araquanid offensively is not too bad into him. I also can't get burned or anything from the Sinistcha, and like I can do some decent damage to the Entei. There's the Scissor, so I'm assuming the Scissor's here for Wide Guard. That's all I can think of. I don't know why else he'd bring Scissor. I'm pretty sure that's what it gets. I'm going to call Mind here. I'm going to call Mind on this turn, and then I'm going to try to Trick Room here. That's what I'm going to try to do. Swagger. What the fuck is this guy doing? Okay. So he has Swagger and Mirror Herb. Okay, that's weird. I've never seen that. That's a new one. I live the X-Scissor, though. I break through the confusion? I do. So that's good. I don't know if he has wide guard though. Like, we're gonna find out if he has wide guard here. I'm gonna Terra on this turn, and then I'm gonna go for Earth Power on the Entei, because I need to get this thing out of here. I should be able to outspeed the Entei now as well, just because I'm under Trick Room, so that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna find out if he has wide guard here. I'm curious. I think Scissor gets wide guard. If he doesn't though, like, I don't know why he has Scissor on his team. I really don't. It's probably the first Scissor I've seen in forever. Gotta break through. Gotta break through the confusion. I do. I think the Entei, he's not an AV, so like this is just straight up one-shot him. He outspeeds under Trick Room, so the Scissor is actually slower than me. It's interesting. I mean, I have Incineroar in the back though, so you're gonna get intimidated. Bye, get out of here. The TERAPAGOS finally putting in some work, so we're gonna try to redeem ourselves from that last match. Got the Incineroar for the Intimidate here. He still hasn't went for wide guard, so I don't know if he's just saving it until I go Terra, and then on the following turn he's gonna try to go for it, or like Scissor doesn't get wide guard. Isn't Incineroar or the Urshifu here, which is also really good. That way I can kind of just... I'm gonna go for Terra Star Storm. If he has wide guard, he goes for it now, then I'm gonna be really pissed. But I could fake out here too, which I think I might do. I'm gonna fake out the Urshifu here. He's gonna withdraw. Going to Lugia, you're gonna be taking a shit ton of damage, bro. Yes, attacks, that's fine, I don't care. I get some free damage, that's all I really care about here. He would have been in a bad spot too there if I would have predicted him to switch and I would have went for Calm Mind. That would have been really bad for him. That +1, see how much this does. Breaks his... The main thing is it breaks his multi-scale. That's kind of the main thing. And he's leftovers, so that's good to know. I don't even know what he does to me. Like, under Trick Room, I don't even know if he outspeeds me to begin with. I'm gonna go for Terra Starstorm again. I just want damage. And then I also have Throat Chop for him, so... Like, I'm just gonna go for Throat Chop. I don't understand why I do anything else. Like, I have a Rack Winning in the back, which I think, with Lunge, I think is super effective on the Lugia. So, I should have decent damage into Lugia, too. Throat Chop does a shit ton of damage. Does a lot of damage. So you can't... What did he try to use? What? I don't know what he tried to use there. I missed that, but I can't use it because of Throat Chop. So whatever he tried to use there, you can't use because of Throat Chop. I don't know if he has Psychic Noise or what he tried to use, but... Wow, what a play. What a play. He went into the Scissor here again, too, so that makes me think he's, like, banded. I don't know if he's banded or maybe Scarf Scissor, I'm not sure, but... He switched out and he switched back in for some reason, I'm not sure what he has. I don't know, I'm just gonna go for Earth Power here. Actually, the Incineroar outspeeds the Lugia here, so I don't even know why. I'm just gonna go for Earth Power on the Scissor. I don't know what he has for me, but, like, that's what I'm gonna do here. Oh, he has Bullet Punch. That's not gonna do anything. I can't tell if that's banded damage or not. I don't think it is. I think if he was banded earlier too, I think the X-Scissor would have one-shot the Farigiraf if he was choice banded. So I don't think he is. I just think he made a bad switch. I think that's what that was. He mustn't have wide guard. Either Scissor doesn't get wide guard or he never had wide guard. Or he was like choice banded or Scarf or some crazy shit. I don't know what to think. Now like it's a 3v1 versus Urshifu, so it's going to be Urshifu versus the world, plus I have like 2 turns of Trick Room left. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to predict him to go for a Detect, and I'm going to set up a Calm Mind again. And then I'm going to Parting Shot out. What are you? What Terra are you, bro? Terra Water? It's Terra Fire, okay. Really interesting Terra on the Urshifu. I haven't seen Terra Fire Urshifu at all. I live on 2. How did you outspeed me? Did my Trick Room go away or not? It might have went away. I just wasn't paying attention. Well, I think I just fucked up the TERAPAGOS sweep, y'all. I wasn't paying attention to the Trick Room turns. I think even if the TERAPAGOS drops, though, like if I lose it here, I think I still win. Because I have a Rack-Winded in the back. Like, now you're a Terra Fire for whatever reason. I'm assuming Terra Fire is to dodge Flutter Mane and dodge Fairy types. I think that's probably what it's for. It's probably for more of a defensive Terra, but I haven't seen Terra Fire or Urshifu in forever. I'm gonna go for Terra Starstorm if I somehow live, and then I'll just go for Liquidation. He's at -1, so he could be Sash. He might be Sash or Urshifu. Kind of fucked up here because like I could have easily won the game already, but I thought he was gonna go for D-Text and try to stall me out more. That's what I thought he was gonna try to do, but it doesn't matter. He just gets one-shotted. He's not even Sash, so I don't know what item he was. Maybe Mystic Water. Whatever. Really solid showcase from the TERAPAGOS, so just putting in a shit ton of damage. Non-stop damage. Like, he just had nothing for it. Like, once it got +1, it was just doing so much damage. And then by the time he was able to get the Urshifu in, it was too late. Solid showcase. Not bad. We redeemed ourselves from game number 1. That's all I wanted. Just keep that momentum going. Hopefully we can bring it into the next match. I'll throw another one of you guys away. Alright, we got another game. My opponent's bringing like the Rain team. He has like a hybrid Rain team with Zacian Sword. He has the Arclodon in Incineroar or Urshifu again. Team, I really don't like going against Urshifu because his team's really kind of weak to Urshifu. You're kind of forced to intimidate spam it, and if you can't do that, like, you're kind of forced to put it to sleep. And like, there's a lot of ways to kind of play around it with both of those. So, especially Dark Urshifu, I think this team's really weak to Dark Urshifu. He has the Hydrapple, which is kind of interesting, Tornadus, and then Zacian. So, I'm just going to leave TERAPAGOS. I made the mistake last time with going against Zacian, not bringing the TERAPAGOS and not trying to set up. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to bring the TERAPAGOS. Seems also kind of slow, so I don't know if I really want to set up Trick Room here, if I'm being real. I also kind of want to get burned some stuff, though. If I can get a burn on the Zacian, I think I'm going to bring the Mimikyu here. We're going to try the Mimikyu. I'm going to try to bring the Mimikyu. We're going to see how it goes. What else do I want to bring? I want to bring the Incineroar, and I think I'm going to bring the Lugia thing. That's what I'm going to do here. This match could easily go, like, really bad, though, because, like, I'm really putting a lot of stock into the TERAPAGOS to try to win me this game. Because, like, a lot of the shit on my team, apart from, like, the TERAPAGOS, does no damage, so... If I don't set up to at least, like, +1 or +2 here and do a shit ton of damage, like, I'm probably going to end up getting swept. He used Tornadus Arclodon. That's good for me because I'm actually Trick Room, so I'm just going to set up. I don't give a shit what he does. Like, I'm going to set up to Calm Mind. I'm going to start setting up, and then I'm going to go for Trick Room. That's what I'm going to do here. If he wants to go for Rain and he wants to start going for Body Press or whatever the fuck he wants to go for, that's fine. I don't give a shit what he does. He goes for Tailwind. Oh, that's great. That's perfect. So that guarantees now that the Mimikyu outspeeds the Arclodon because he has Tailwind up. Otherwise, it depends on its build, but like usually I think the Mimikyu is base 95 speed or something around there, so I don't think I would actually outspeed him under Trick Room. Get my speed or get my boost. I think I'm just gonna go to +2. I don't know what he has for me. Like, what do you have? What do you have for the TERAPAGOS here? Like, I don't know what he does. I could Terra here too, but I think I'm gonna Terra. I'm gonna go Terra here, and I'm gonna Calm Mind again. And then I think I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp on the Arclodon here. Just in case he wants to start going for Body Press. Or he happens to swap under Urshifu on this turn, I can get a Clutch Willow. If I can land it at least. Assuming he brought the Tornadus too, I'm assuming he probably has Zacian in the back and probably maybe Hydrapple. I'm not sure though. Probably a Shifu. It's probably Water or Shifu, come to think of it, because he's running Rain. So if he has our Shifu in the back, that could be a bit of a problem, especially in the Rain. I need to, on this next turn, I need to start going for damage. I think +2 is good enough here. I need to start going for some damage, because if he goes into a Shifu, I'm going to be in a bad spot, and I'm kind of wasting Trick Room turns here. I'm down to 4 turns already, so I think probably 3 after this. He's going to get a special attack boost here, but like I don't know if it really matters. That does nothing. I'm already pretty much set up here, so I'm looking pretty good. I'm getting a lot of health back from leftovers, so I kind of recover like almost half of that already. I get the burn on him. I don't know if a Terra Starstorm will one-shot the Arclodon from this range, but I'm going to go for it anyways. I don't really care. And then I'm going to go for Play Rough here, in case the Tornadus is Focus Sash, or he swaps into Urshifu. So I think he dies to a Terra Starstorm. A lot of damage, gets the KO on the Tornadus. That's good. I don't even know what he has for me. What do you have? He's not even stamina. What is the other ability that even Arclodon has? I think it's Stalwart. I don't even know what the fuck Stalwart does. This guy is a really fucking baller. Like, he's really baller. He's not even running stamina on the Arclodon. That's crazy. I have never seen anybody that tries to run Stalwart at all. Whatever, I guess. That's great for me. That's perfect for me. He has Zacian. I still have Trick Room here, which is the great thing. And I have Will-O-Wisp, so like I think I have 2 turns. I have 2 turns of Trick Room, so he could maybe try to stall me out if he has Double Protect here. I'm just going to Terra Star. Actually, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to Terra Starstorm. If he doesn't protect, the Zacian takes extra damage. And then I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp here if he doesn't protect. But I'm assuming he protects on this turn. I land the Will-O-Wisp. That's crazy good. Threat neutralized. Should easily pick up the KO on the Arclodon. There's a lot of damage to the Zacian too, but I keep forgetting I'm at +2, so that's why it's doing a solid amount of damage now. He actually has Sacred Sword instead of close combat. That's interesting. Usually if you're running Zacian, like you're running close combat just mainly because the base power is so much higher. There's a few other things too that like Sacred Sword doesn't pick up a KO on, or is like not a 2-hit KO on, that close combat is has a chance to either OHKO or does like way more damage than Sacred Sword does. So I'm not sure why he's running that. Kind of interesting. He does have Urshifu, that's kind of really bad. So if he actually has Double Protect here, he can actually stall out my Trick Room. That'll be kind of unfortunate. I'm going to Terra Starstorm anyways. And then I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp here. I could go for Play Rough too, but like I still have Incineroar in the back, so I'm not really too scared of him. I have a Moongus as well. Like, a Moongus legit walls the shit out of both of these mons. He must not be running Protect. I don't know. He just straight up one-shots him. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't think that was going to get the KO. Not even bad. Literally, the TERAPAGOS just sweeps. This is what you call a TERAPAGOS sweep, y'all. With a little bit of help from the Mimikyu, we were able to get to +2 and just sweep this guy. Not even bad. Really nice match. Really good match. We redeemed ourselves again, too, versus another Zacian. So we got screwed by the Zacian at the start of this so far, but we redeemed ourselves versus another Zacian. So we learned our lesson. We learned, so. I might throw one more match into this video for you guys. If not, we'll talk about the team. Alright, as for this team, if you guys want a really good team around TERAPAGOS, I think this is a pretty solid team, at least for starting. For Regulation G, I think this is a pretty solid team. I think the main complaint that I have with this team, at least for like constructive criticism wise, is the main thing with this team is just trying to then enable the TERAPAGOS to set up to +1, +2, or even sometimes +3, and kind of carry the game for you. That's kind of the main thing I have with this team. If you are not able to get the TERAPAGOS rolling, or if your opponent just has like a really good check to the TERAPAGOS, like this team has really no damage and like no way to really come back from that. That's kind of the main problem. This entire team is meant to enable the TERAPAGOS to set up and like carry every single match. If you're not able to do that, and if you don't bring the right thing, or if your opponent happens to like counter what you're trying to do, then this team just kind of really falls flat and just doesn't do anything. I think that's kind of the main thing. But if your opponent has nothing for the TERAPAGOS, or if they let you set up to like +1 or even like +2 for free, and they don't respond to you fast enough, then you're kind of able to at least get some really solid fast KOs, or sometimes even just like sweep the enemy team. So this team's really hit or miss. I don't know how I really feel about this team. Like on the other hand, like it's incredibly good at doing its job if it actually works. But at the same time, if your opponent has like something for you, or if like the TERAPAGOS gets shut down really early and you're not able to do your job, or if they have like wide guard or a few other things that it went against that really shut the TERAPAGOS down, then it just kind of really falls flat. So I don't know, kind of keep that in mind when if you do decide to use this team, anybody that wants to play this team. But rental code in the corner, pokepaste should be down in the description towards probably the bottom of the description if you guys want to use this team on Showdown. Really solid team. Not bad. A really good showcase for TERAPAGOS. I think this mod has a lot of potential. I don't think it's like one of the best mods in the format currently, because in order to make it work, you kind of need a lot of setup to make it work. Otherwise, its damage kind of is a little bit lacking. And I think it takes a lot of like support from its team to try to make it work currently, which there's a lot of other stuff in the format right now where you're just kind of able to throw onto a team like Calyrex or like Groudon or Kyogre and a lot of other like easier to play stuff where you just throw it onto a team with like one or two other things that kind of pair really well with it, and you can kind of just roll a lot of your games or do really well by default without having to like dedicate a bunch of resources or like an entire team sometimes towards it. So solid team. If you guys like the video, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I got a bunch more stuff on the way you guys not want to miss. Appreciate all the support on the recent uploads as well. If you guys keep on doing, I'll keep on trying to bring you guys daily uploads until I run out of teams to feature, or stuff with Regulation F kind of starts dying down. So at least going to try to go another week with like daily uploads. I'm going to try to at least. So as long as you guys keep on showing support to the videos and the videos keep on doing well. Apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.